Well done, guys. We're where we should be. We were aiming for a top 10 spot. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers, and an opportunity to lead the general classification. I'm counting on you to manage the time gaps, because we've got the means to win. Go! We're aiming for victory! Good race, guys!
Hello and welcome to all. This stage in the Basque Country promises to be a showdown between the best punchers in the peloton. The last of the major obstacles of the day, and even if it's climbed in the opposite direction to the usual route to the Classica San Sebastian, the Heiskebel is no less difficult, and it will provide an ideal springboard towards stage victory. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go. This stage is fairly uneventful. If you think that nothing special is going to happen, you can advance the clock to the closing kilometers. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go. Riders are already being dropped at the back of the peloton. It won't be a great day for them. The gap is widening. No need to panic, guys. There's nobody dangerous for the overall standings.
So after a fairly gentle start to the stage, the lead riders are on to the first classified climb of the day. An ascent of almost 4 kilometers to try to score a maximum of 2 points towards the polka dot jersey classification.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. Here's the feed zone for the breakaway, a short respite between 2 climbs. The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
¡Vamos, chicos, ánimo! ¡Un poco más, venga! ¡Así sois los mejores!
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
¡Venga, apretar un poco!
And we're off on another climb, and this one counts towards the mountains classification. Once again, there will be 2 and 1 points to be pocketed.
The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings.
There are now a little under 40 kilometres left for the men at the front. They'll soon be onto the penultimate slope of the stage.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
There are now 30 kilometres left, and the ascent of the Heiskebel, final arbiter of the stage, will begin in less than 5 kilometres for the front of the race. Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Okay, I'll follow on the attack. The leader was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
¡Vamos, campeones! ¡Muy buenos! ¡Sí, señor! ¡Sois muy buenos!
Venga, apretad un poco más. Muy bueno, sí, señor. Campeones.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Dadle, chicos.
If the ascent will play a vital role in stage victory, let us not forget that the first rider to the top will not only glean 5 points in the competition for the polka dot jersey, but would also pick up an 8-second bonus for the general classification. It could prove to be important when the totals are calculated at the finishing line.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to... relax. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Vamos ahí. Eso, aprieta.
¡Vamos, campeón!
Continúa.
Still have 2 kilometers before reaching the climb.
Venga, chicos, ánimo. Venga, dale.
Come on! If you play this right, you'll be on your own at the top of the climb.
¡Sí, señor! ¡Vamos, campeón!
Watch out for him. He's attacking behind.
Eso es.
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
even if they'll have to stay focused, the descent to the finishing line harbours no particular danger for the riders.
Okay, we'll play hard.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometres.
He's turning the screw.
Only 5 kilometres before the finish of this second stage.
Breakaway over.
There are 3 kilometres left, and it looks like victory will be fought out in a sprint.
Okay, we'll relay flat out. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
And here's the red pennant.
Come on, give it everything, right to the end. Go, go!
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the podium. Applaud him. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional... He's in sparkling form. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey. He's in sparkling form.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbours no particular...
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. Now it's time for some flat tarmac, and the sprinters who will have the opportunity to fight it out for victory in a mass sprint.
Guys, today it should be a mass sprint finish. Apart from those who want to score mountain points or who are going for the combative award, there's little interest in the breakaway. Have a good stage.
The head of the race is at the foot of the first difficulty of the day, the Trabacua Pass.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
The next climb is classified as 4th category. That means 1 point to be earned for the first rider to the top. The first riders have now reached the sea. They'll be following the coast until the finish in Bayonne.
There are riders in trouble behind. They should be able to catch up if the tempo drops. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
There will be 2 points and 1 point towards the best climber classification at the top of the next difficulty.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
The men at the front will soon be crossing through the feed zone. Time for them to pick up something to eat that will see them through the second half of the stage.
Vamos, chicos.
Venga, apretamos todos.
The breakaways losing ground.
Venga, chavales. Venga, dale ahí.
¡Venga, chavales! ¡Así sois los mejores!
Un poco más, venga.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
¡Sí, señor!
Venga, dale ahí.
Venga, apretamos
Eso es, chavales. Arriba, chavales.
¡Vamos, chicos!
¡Un poco más!
Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
The next King of the Mountains summit is ranked as a third category. Only the first 2 riders over the top will score points towards the best climber classification.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
The breakaways losing ground.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
And now the tour is onto French roads. The first riders are now going through Hendaye. Less than 50 kilometers remain. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Another 20 kilometers, and it's not looking good for the breakaway. With this gap, it's hard to believe that it can hold out until the finish. 30 seconds lead for the head of the race. The breakaway is into the final 10 kilometres. It seems unlikely that they'll withstand the return of the peloton. Five kilometres for the peloton.
Venga, apretad un poco más.
3 kilometres for the peloton. The sprint is inevitable.
You're on your way to the top spot of the white jersey standings. It's great. Keep going, kid. You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
And here's the red pennant for the man in the front.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
A few minutes ago, he was first across the finishing. He will climb onto the podium He will climb onto the podium He will climb onto the podium He's amongst the leading riders.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. We take the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is...
Hello and welcome to all. The finale on the Nagara automobile circuit offers a great chance of victory to specialists of the final straight. They won't think twice about putting teammates to work for a bunched finish.
Guys, it's not the most hazardous of days, but do stay awake. Have a good stage. When you have a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway in order to favor a mass sprint and vie for the stage win. Unless, of course, a rider from the team is present in the breakaway. Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. First riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
The breakaway is passing through the feed zone.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The intermediate sprint is looming for the front of the race. It will enable the first 15 to score points towards the green jersey standings.
The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
¡Eso es, chavales!
Muy bueno, sí, señor.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
¡Dale ahí, que ya lo tenéis!
¡Vamos, campeones!
Así sois los mejores.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap. Another 20 kilometers to go before the line. The expected mass sprint finish is more and more likely. The breakaway's lead doesn't seem to be enough to hold off the sprinters' teams. At 15 kilometers from the line, as expected, The sprinters' teams are managing the pace for a bunched finish.
Un poco más, venga.
There are 10 kilometres left. Victory will be decided in a mass sprint. Only 5 kilometres left for the peloton. The sprint is brewing.
Así sois los mejores. Vamos, chicos, muy bien.
Less than 3 kilometres for the peloton. The breakaway is at the red pennant.
Ladies and gentlemen, he tops the standing. He's in sparkling. We can say that he tops the standings.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. We retain the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It's mountainous today. It's neither high mountain nor a summit finish, but it's the sort of stage that could harbour...
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. This Pyrenean stage could prove to be a real opportunity for baroudeurs. With only one major mountain pass in the middle of the stage and a finish on flat terrain, climbers who are not in contention for the general classification will probably be let off the leash by the race favourites. An opportunity not to be missed.
Guys, today's stage could smile on the baroudeurs. You'd have to be a good climber to be in with a chance, but it would be surprising to see any of the favourites fighting it out for victory. Have a good race.
Sí, señor, sois muy buenos.
Vamos, campeones.
Allez, les gars. Allez, courage, les gars, allez plus vite.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move. You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Wearing the jersey implies certain responsibilities. Team members must ensure the tempo of the race, and they, therefore, tire more. That is why it is sometimes better not to take the overall lead too early in order to avoid tiring one's team.
It's soon time for the intermediate sprint. The sprinters can then relax until the Col de Soudet and set up the gruppetto.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort.
The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap.
And so the ascent to the Col de Soudet has begun. A little over 14 kilometres of climbing and an average slope of close to 7.5%.
You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race.
There will be 20, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2 points to be shared out at the summit for the best climber classification.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Vas-y, vas-y, fonce. Allez, tu peux y arriver.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Ahí, ahí, ya es tuyo. Venga, dale. Vamos, aguanta fuerte. Sí, señor. Sí, señor, venga. Ánimo, vamos ahí. Uy,
¡Esa, quieta!
Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The breakaways now at the foot of the Col d'Icher. 2 points and 1 point would be up for grabs towards the polka dot jersey.
Continue comme ça. Allez, courage. Allez, les... On continue comme ça. Mais voilà. On continue. Continuez, putain.
Allez, cuidado, sí, señor.
Muy buenos, sí, señor, sois muy buenos. Venga, dadle ahí.
Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
Here's the final descent of the stage, the Col de Marie Blanc. At 8 kilometres, it's quite short, but the slope is very steep, with the average gradient never below 10% of the second half of the climb.
¡Ánimo, ánimo!
1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. The riders up front have a 1 minute lead on the favourites group. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
¡Dadle ahí, que ya lo tenéis!
Leader has buckled. This isn't the time.
The breakaway riders are 5 kilometres from the summit. If they hang on to their lead, they'll be able to fight it out for the 8-second time bonus and the 10 polka dot jersey points reserved for the first one to the top.
I'll go full out on the relay.
He's virtually taken the white jersey from us.
Understood. We'll stick to the wheels in front at all costs.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. There's a new youngster at the top of the under-25 standings, and it's still a rider from the team.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
¡Vamos, campeones!
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
We've taken control of the provisional overall standings with a new rider.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
The first riders are at the summit, but no one's gained the upper hand. Victory will surely be decided in the sprint, because the descent shouldn't lead to the creation of any big gaps. There are only 10 kilometres left for the group at the front. We're heading towards a small group sprint. Only 5 kilometres before the finishing line.
Understood. We'll stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
Victory will be decided in the sprint, unless someone manages to surprise his companions by attacking from far out.
Go on. Keep a clear head. You're going to win. You're the strongest. Go! Go!
Final kilometre of the stage.
A few minutes ago, he was first to... He tops the standings and will receive the... We can say that everything is going well for him. He's in sparkling form, and you can clap it. He tops the standings and will receive the trip.
The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. We're well placed to take the lead of the general classification. I'm counting on you to give it everything.
Hello and welcome to all. Aspin and Tourmalet, two names well known to cycling enthusiasts. These climbs will do whittling down before the finish on the Plateau de Combasque. That may be a long climb, but it's not as steep as the ones that come before, and so it could allow the baroudeurs to hang on until the line.
If one of the big favourites for the Tour tries to escape, his direct rivals will get their teammates to ride. This is why the big players wait for the end before attacking. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton.
The first King of the Mountains summit is classified as a Category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
The first 15 to the intermediate sprint score points for the green jersey standings. And it's a safe bet that the sprinters will try to amass a few before sitting up to form the Gruppetto and face the Aspin and Tourmalet passes. The front of the race will soon be getting down to the serious business. In less than 5 kilometers, they'll begin the ascent of the, Col d'Aspin. The Col d'Aspin will be climbed via Arrow. If the first 2 kilometers are over fairly gentle terrain, the rest is much steeper, with slopes regularly over 8%.
The yellow jersey is 1 minute 30 away from you.
The front of the race is into a particularly challenging kilometre, with an average gradient of 9.5%. The Aspin is a first category climb. It will earn 10 points for the first rider to the top.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat.
Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort.
The Tourmalet will be the second major pass to be climbed today. As the Aspin just before, it's a classic among the classics. It's even the most visited pass by the Tour de France since its creation. The men at the front are now onto the steep slopes of the Tourmalet. Another 10 kilometers before the summit of the Tourmalet.
There's not a lot going on. If this was a video, the clock to the last difficulty.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
team is setting the pace behind. He's no doubt got his eye on this stage. You'll have to speed up in front. You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
I don't know if it's a bluff, but breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
And we're off. The goes on to the final climb. The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds.
Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort.
The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group. Watch out, there's an attack. Another 10 kilometers of climbing for the group at the front.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The first riders will soon be at Courtrai. They'll have 5 kilometres of climbing left of them when they leave the town.
Apretad un poco más. Venga, dadle ahí.
We're professional leaders. Come on, keep at it.
Allez, vas-y, continue, continue.
You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey.
There are only 3 kilometres left for the group at the front. Will there be any attacks before the sprint?
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing. You're 1 minute ahead of the yellow jersey.
Barely 2 kilometres left for the group at the front. There's a good chance it will come down to a sprint.
You've got a 1 minute lead over the yellow jersey.
The group at the front is under the red pennant. Victory is for one of them.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
A few minutes ago, he was first across the finishing line. He's amongst the leading riders. He's in sparkling form. He tops the standings and he will climb onto the podium to...
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. We take the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbours no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibilities and set the pace in the peloton. Teams interested in the stage win will have...
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. It's the sprinters and their teammates who should be in the spotlight on this finish in Bordeaux, a town used to mass sprints.
Okay, guys, there's nothing much to be said about today. It's flat, and I don't see how we can avoid a mass sprint. Other than going after the combativity award, you might as well take it easy in the peloton. When you have a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway in order to favor a mass sprint and vie for the stage win. Unless, of course, a rider from the team is present in the breakaway. Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
The breakaway is losing ground.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
The front of the race passes in front of the 20-kilometre sign. it will be difficult to withstand the return to the peloton. The breakaway's hanging on, but I can't see how you can hold off the sprinters' teams. Against all odds, this flat stage will not be won by a sprinter. The Baroudeurs have beaten the forecast. The men at the front will fight it out for stage victory. Who'll show the most cunning? The red pennant for the breakaway.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's in sparkling, he's amongst the leading...
The result is clearly not up to my expectations, guys. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got victory in mind, it's obviously a disappointment. We retain the yellow jersey. It's today's source of comfort. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties. But be on your guard as the wind can lead to bordures.
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. Finishes in Montpellier have got us used to mass sprint. Today, given the profile, there's no reason to expect anything different. However, with a forecast of wind in the final portion, we could be in for a surprise. The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway's widening the gap, but there's nobody who's a threat to the overall standings. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. There will be 1 point to be scored at the top for the mountains classification of this stage.
When you have a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway in order to favor a mass sprint and vie for the stage win. Unless, of course, a rider from the team is present in the breakaway.
The breakaway is widening the gap, but there's nobody who's a threat to the overall standings. The next climb is classified as third category. There will be 2 and 1 point available towards the polka dot jersey. The breakaway is losing ground. The intermediate sprint is looming for the front of the race. The first 15 riders score points towards the green jersey. The bonk bag is coming up for the men in front.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. The riders will soon be going head-to-head on the final classified climb of the day. A fourth category ascent that offers 1 point.
Stay well up front, guys. The wind is blowing hard, and there could be borders in the final portion. Watch out, guys. We're coming up to an exposed zone. As expected from the briefing, there's wind. Stay up front. Go, guys. You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey. He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
Okay, we'll relay flat out. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway.
There are only 10 kilometres left before the finish, and as expected, the wind is playing a leading role today. Who will succeed in taking advantage of the weather conditions to come out on top today? 30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap. Come on, another 5 kilometres before the line.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez les gars. Allez, courage les gars.
You're not doing your share of the work, and so the others no longer want to ride. Anyway, we're into the final kilometers. We can forget any ideas of cooperation.
Understood. I'll stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him. He tops the standings. He's in sparkling. He tops the standings. He tops the standings. And
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. We retain the yellow jersey. It's a perfect day. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. The profile is special, with one major difficulty that should decide between the climbers. The scenario looks to be simple, and everything should be...
Hello and welcome to all. With the Mont Ventoux as the final ascension, the stage is inevitably promised to an accomplished climber.
Guys, the scenario should be fairly simple today. The best climbers will get their teammates riding in order to be in with a chance of victory on the Ventoux. They won't want to pass up on the opportunity for such a prestigious win. Have a good stage. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Watch out, guys. The breakaway is beginning to build up a good lead. Since we've got the jersey, and if we don't ride, it's not certain that other teams will put in a shift in our place. There could be a big time difference at the finish if we don't have someone managing the gap. Collective fall. It may create gaps.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy.
The first rider of the intermediate sprint will pocket 20 points towards the green jersey classification. The riders are now entering the feed zone. They will be able to pick up something to eat.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. Almost there. The Mont Ventoux is a few kilometers away. The foot is not very hard, but it's better to be well placed from the start rather than expend unnecessary effort later on. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Only 5 minutes left for the race leader. Watch out, lads. There's wind at the top today. Make sure you dose your effort well.
The observatory is in sight for the head of the race.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing.
Another 3 kilometers of effort for the man in front. At 2 kilometers from the summit, the man in front is on course to add his name to the prestigious list of winners on the Mont Ventoux.
breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
A few more metres before the summit of the Ventoux for the man in the front.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
A few minutes ago, he tops the standings, and he's amongst the leading. He will climb onto the podium. He's amongst the leading riders.
We really messed up this stage. We were aiming for a stage win, and we didn't even finish in the top 10. It's very disappointing. We retain the yellow jersey. It's today's source of comfort. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today's route is hilly and a leg breaker. Perfect for attacking, which should suit the punchers. Given that we're heading the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. For me, our lead should be enough to keep us out of danger. I'm counting on you to manage the time gaps, because we've got the means to win. Go! We're aiming for victory! Good race, guys!